Bonjour, tout quelqu'un. How your folk them, how your mama them, how your peeps them, how you doing? Hopefully you are doing well. And hopefully you are starting your new year off with all the best, positive, good energies and vibes that you could possibly have. So, and I'm moving things around right now, so this setup is a little different, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it yet. We'll see. I had to move some things around. It's a little janky right now, but hey, it'll do. The Lord say, come as you are. That's what we doing. Oh, and my cross is still here, y'all. Just I had to move it because how the camera look, it looks upside down, and I don't play with the cross like that. But let's get into it today on the Bayou. Oh, my nom c'est Ghost. My name is Ghost. And welcome back or welcome to Ghost Moon Bayou. Today on the Bayou, we're going to be doing a quick let's talk about it, right? A lot of y'all, you starting your year, you got your New Year's resolutions, revolutions, all of that, with both. You got those going. And I feel like I wanted to start the year off with a reading that's just blunt truth, right? So I'm gonna lay the cards out, and whatever comes out, I'm gonna just give the blunt truth as the Lord leads me to do it, okay? So this is a collective reading. All right, so not everything will resonate. Take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, because it could be somebody else's story, okay? So collective reading. But let's jump right into it. Okay. What does the collective need to know right now? We're finna let's talk about it. What needs to be discussed, okay? All right, the Two of Swords. Y'all gonna watch me move these around or try to get used to this new angle. Okay, so the Two of Swords. So some of you could be making some decisions, a little bit of confusion on, this or that, Okay, I heard drowning in decision. It could be drowning in decision or drowning indecision. And excuse the cars, y'all. I'm closer to my front door, so it's like I'm right by a busy street. Y'all know this. If you new here, you don't know, but if you've been here for a while, you know. There'd be all kinds of sounds in the background. Let's see. But yeah, it could either be drowning in a lot of decisions or drowning in indecision, okay? Like not being able to make a choice. Okay, you got the Queen of Cups reverse. The Three of Swords reverse. Not my cards up here doing hydraulics, y'all. Yeah, just how you know they've been in good use. Okay. I heard I'm trying to find a way to heal. Okay, a lot of you, your emotions have been like all over the place. It's been difficult to heal, okay? But you're going into this year with energy like, okay, I'm going to find a way to heal this. It's like for some of you, going into this new year, it's not just new problems, right? As long as you're alive, you're going to have some trials and tribulations. But for some of you, these trials and tribulations from last year are carrying over to the new year. And a decision is having to be made, or you're having let me get this out the way, y'all. Or you're having a difficult time figuring out how you should go about handling a situation. And the situation has been drawing a lot of emotion out of you. It's making you feel emotionally unstable. That's the word. It's a lot. Sometimes you feel like your cup is full, right? But it's all in the process of you trying to heal, trying to do what you feel is best. Okay, I heard if it's gonna hurt either way, I'm gonna just try my best. Okay, yeah. Sometimes that's the hand that you're dealt. It's like a rock in a hard place and you're just doing what you can to try to stay afloat. Okay. Yeah, and the Five of Swords. It's like you're wanting to change something. I'm hearing a lot like it's, especially with all these sword cards, it's a lot of in your mind. Like you're really in your head about a lot of things. Okay? We're gonna get into it, but you're really in your head about a lot of different things that are emotionally taxing on you. Okay, clarify the Two of Swords for me, please, Sword. Okay. We got Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be money matters, financial decisions and whatnot. I'm hearing health decisions regarding your health. Okay. I'm getting for some of you, it's this might not be everybody, but for a small portion of you, I'm getting that it involves children, either the health of your kids or the or being able to. It's like making a decision that kind of weighs on your children as well, and so you're like, okay, I can't let my kids go through this, and that, so I need to weigh my options here. And you're wondering if you're making the right choice. Okay, I heard you're doing what you're led to do. So that could mean for some of you, you're doing exactly what God wants you to do, spirit, whatever you believe in, but you're doing exactly what God wants you to do. For others, you're doing what you were taught to do to handle this indecision. Because some of you don't have a person or like say, I heard it takes a village. So for some of you, you don't have a village, right? To get your answers from. So it's like, you're like, oh, it's all on me. I got to figure this out. Nobody's going to give me the answers. And that's scary for a lot of you. Because you're like, okay, I have no choice but to do it this way, but it's got to be done. Especially if it's about your children. You're like, nobody's going to do this for me. I got to show up for my kids. Oh, hold on. We got what is that, a fire truck? I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's fire truck. So perhaps this message is coming in right when you need it to, right? On time is like an alarm waking you up. But it's like, some of you don't have people to bounce your ideas or your judgments off of. Like, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Some of you, it's just you. It's just you sitting alone and thinking like, okay, if I do this, this, and that, then, what if this, and that? Like, you're going through the whole little spider web of ideas that could happen based on a decision or what decision you choose. Okay. Let me clarify the Queen of Cups reverse. Okay. A lot of twos here. So if you've been seeing twos a lot, that could mean something. I heard the word heed. Heed, I think it's H-E-E-D. Heed as in like pay attention, be cautious of, like not like anything scary or anything. Not trying to scare y'all, just like when someone says heed the call, that type of like be mindful and be expecting, that type of thing. So if you see twos a lot, there's a message in that. Okay. Okay, and a lot of where the emotional instability is coming from is that things aren't going to plan. Things are not in the places where you would want them to be. Okay. And for some of you, I'm hearing you say like it's not my fault, or it's like, okay, it is my fault. Fault doesn't really pay into it. It doesn't matter if you think it's your fault or somebody else's fault. It's just at the end of the day, you're feeling these emotions because you feel like things aren't going to plan. Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Okay. A lot of mirroring numbers here. Okay. Three of Pentacles in the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Okay, I'm getting two messages from this. A specific message for some of you is that you have either friends, co-workers, just other people who are telling you that this issue that's playing into your grieving and your healing and whatnot, it's causing you to kind of, let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like when something is just so emotionally, like you're in a healing process, right? And sometimes it can affect your money or your bag, however, you know. There are people who are telling you, or probably kind of hinting at you or letting you know, whatever you got going on mentally, whatever pain you're feeling, it's affecting the way you coexist with others, especially when it comes to money. Now, I'm also feeling some dissatisfaction towards your coworkers. Like you're not liking a job because of the people that you work with. And then for some of you, I'm hearing that there's either one or multiple people who are kind of putting pressure on you when it comes to work. And because of that, you may feel like you want to rush into stuff. And seeing others, some of you have been seeing others achieve, get promotions, or just get to that next level in their work life or in their workspace, however it is for you. And it's making you feel like, well, maybe I'm going about it the wrong way. Maybe I'm moving too slow. Maybe I'm not, you know. It's almost like an energy of seeing others achieve and have this and that kind of creates like this light energy of greed. Not like you're money hungry or anything, but like you're like, I want that. It's like I have to have that. I want that too. I want that for myself. Okay. Let me clarify the Five of Swords reverse. Okay, let's flip right out. Yeah, a lot of in the mind. You've got a lot of sword cards, so you're really in your head about this. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the Nine of Swords reverse. Sometimes I have to turn it around and really look at it in channel. Okay. You want to get to a place where you're like, I don't have no regrets. You want to get to a spot in your life where you're like, I don't feel bad for this and that. Not saying that you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be a a-hole. I don't care about this. I don't feel bad about that. But you want to get to a place where you're like, no regrets. I did the best that I could. I'm living the life that I want to, you know. You don't want to be sitting around like, man, if only I'd done this. Okay. In the back of the deck energy is a lot of mirroring cards. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of to and fro with this reading, with the collective here. So you got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm ready to reap the rewards. Okay, so you're ready to reap the rewards. It's just so much going into it. You're like, okay, do I do this or do I do that? Because when you make a decision, you don't want to feel like, oh man, did I make the wrong choice? You don't want to have regrets in the end. But there's just so much. Every time you try to create a plan, it goes south, or it just doesn't go exactly how you plan. And you're just like, okay, everybody else, it's going great for them. Why is it not working for me? Okay. But that's why we're here. We're finna talk about it. Okay. My handy dandy Ghost Moon Bayou deck. Ghost Moon Bayou messages. I don't know, y'all. I'm still trying to come up with a name for it. Because if any of y'all are like interested in using this deck for y'all own readings, I'm gonna come up with a name for it so that I can sell it. So that y'all can use it too. Let's see. Okay. Over it. Where do I want to put this? Can y'all even? Yeah, y'all can see that. Let me just move it up a little bit. So you got over it. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so over it. But if I don't do it, who will? You know? You're over watching other people achieve, and like people, I mean, that's easy to see anyway in this time and period because like social media, everybody's balling, you know? What they call social media balling. I don't know the name for it, but everybody's gonna post the good stuff, right? So you log in and you see all that and you're like comparing it to your life. You're like, well, why don't I have that, this and that? I guarantee you all those people are going through something too. They just not gonna post that. I mean, honestly, if I'm going through something, why would I want to post it? Well, you know what, some people do that, but to each their own. But you're just over watching other people succeed where you're struggling, in a field or a space where you are struggling. So let's talk about it. Okay, we got maybe. I'm hearing, why does it come easily to others and it's difficult for me? Okay. There's a plan. There's a method to the, what do they say? The method to the madness. Everything that you're going through right now, to whoever needs to hear this message, everything that you're going through right now, it seems tedious and it seems like a lot. It seems like a burden on you. There's a method to it because there's going to get a point where you're going to get out of this energy of the indecision, of pain, of grieving and whatnot, of desiring better for yourself. You're going to get out of that and then you're going to appreciate the getting it much more because you're like, wow, there was this time where I went, even if it's a long period of time, there was this time period of me not having. And now that I have, I can appreciate it more. You know, a lot of energy of like, some of you are feeling like you should give up with an idea that you're already, like, because it's not easy, you want to give up. What you should do in that circumstance is different for everybody. I'm a firm believer in you can try to tough it out as much as you can, you know, because the end results, you got the card in here, the end result is going to make you appreciate all the struggle to get to it, right? But maybe for some of you, this is, because you got the Queen of Cups here and then the Two of Wands reversed. This is maybe what you're trying to do. If you have a gut feeling, like it could be your intuition telling you, okay, maybe not this way. Maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and try to adjust my approach. Because it could be that it keeps not working for you because there's something you're supposed to tweak. Okay, and then for others, it's just a matter of holding out long enough till you can get to it. Like it's the Lord testing your endurance and your patience to receive your blessings. Okay, and speak up. Okay. Back of the deck is arrogant. In release, but you know, I only take one card. So a lot of this, it comes into the ego. Not saying that you got an ego. I mean, we all do, but not saying that your ego is the issue here. It's just, for a lot of you, it's a I need to prove something energy that's keeping you stuck at a certain level, a certain step. really look back and ask yourself, am I doing this because I genuinely want it for myself, or am I doing this to prove a point to people? If you're doing it for that reason, maybe adjust that and things would change. Some of you, I feel like there's a either something you did or said you feel guilty about. Maybe a way you approached a situation or a conversation with somebody, and the guilt is getting you, and maybe you think like, am I going through this because of that? It could be that, a guilty conscience. Maybe there's something you need to tell to somebody, or you need to sit down and, one-on-one with someone to get that guilty conscience off. That's for a few of you. If it resonates, it resonates. If not, then leave it for someone else. And for others of you, I'm getting speak up for you is you're too passive. I'm gonna just be blunt with it. You're too passive, and you're probably like the type of person who you allow a lot to slide. Like what that means is you if somebody does something to upset you, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna let it slide. You sweep it under the rug, and perhaps that's what's keeping you in this stagnant energy. It's about time where you speak your mind. You speak up. Okay, now I'm not telling y'all to go cuss somebody out, but for everybody it's different. But that could be where that Two of Swords come from. You're like, should I cuss them out or not? But for some of you, it's you need to speak up. There's things that need to be voiced. And you're probably the type of person, you don't like to have that conversation that needs to be had. But it needs to be had. Because what I'm feeling is you will regret not having it. This whole, the energy that I'm getting from this is, should I or shouldn't I? Because if I don't, I'll have regrets. So if you're gonna have regrets, then I say go in like a positive, healthy way. Like, don't be doing nothing crazy, y'all, but address it. There's this big energy of, if I don't address this, is it gonna bite me in the butt later? And if it's already this heavy on your mind, causing this many issues in your mind, it needs to be dealt with. Like, just point blank period. This is something that needs to be addressed, especially at the beginning of this year, going into it. Like, this is the beginning of the year. You have time. This is how you're gonna start your year off. Handle what needs to be handled. There's a lot, like I said, that's coming in from the year before that needs to be addressed. And I feel like, get your ducks in a row, get it all out, said and done, so that you can move on and do what you need to for the rest of this year. Because there is no reason why you should be carrying over guilts and regrets and things from the last year into the next year. Okay, but that's what I'm getting mostly for y'all. The issue needs to be, like, I feel it with this energy, this indecision. You're in your head, and action needs to be had. The only action card I think you have is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's in reverse. So you got to find a way to put action into this. You're in your head a lot. Very in your head. It's time for action. So that's what y'all need to be working on and be doing going into, starting off this year. So I hope that helped. I hope it resonates where it needs to resonate for you. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a little message, a little review of this reading. Let me know how I'm doing. And I post on Instagram bi-weekly. It's Zodiac posts here and there for the Zodiac signs. At the same name, Ghost Moon Bayou. So y'all check that out if you like. If you need a little more in between the time I post, which is usually every Tuesday. But yeah, I hope that y'all figure this out for yourselves. I hope what I did get here today resonated enough to give you an answer, or find a way to make that action that you need to. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Y'all be blessed. Peace.